My name is Angie Raymond. I'm currently at Indiana University. I'm at the Kelley School of Business, and I'm in the Department of Business Law and Ethics. And what brought me here today was actually I have a background in arbitration and a background in online commercial transactions, going back to e-sign and UCITRAL here in the United States, and was also fortunate enough to work with the drafter of what was called new Article 2 under the Uniform Commercial Code. So I have a background in this. Spent some time in London at the Center for Commercial Law Studies, at the School of International Arbitration as well. So the combination of all those things brought me here today. Most likely, I think the week will end like a lot of UNCITRAL weeks end. We will see some progress on some key terms. But overall, I think what is becoming more and more apparent is there are continuing hurdles in relation to consumers and how the world will handle its approach to consumers, not just in terms of dispute resolution, but actually in terms of everything to how we'll define a consumer, to how we define what their residence is, to what law applies. And these things are becoming more and more apparent in the online world, as it seems that the law is working pretty hard to continue to leave the physical lines and demarcations of states in existence and not recognizing the nature of the online world and the absence of these things. Long term, I think part of the project is going to suffer from the fact that they've attempted to incorporate arbitration into this dispute resolution process that really is designed to assist consumers and businesses in low-value disputes. And in the process of adding arbitration and including consumers and business-to-business transactions, it's quite possible we've overcomplicated the system, and we're going to have this need to create a lot of legislative initiatives, which are all moving forward, but it seems to be a sort of a slow pace, and it seems to me the private sector is moving ahead much quicker than we're able to do. And the reality of the situation is we're probably going to have to seek to have the law match what the private entities are actually doing in the long run. So it would be everything from a consumer ordering something that was red that came in and it's blue, to I didn't receive the product, to it could also be the business didn't receive payment. And then of course business-to-business transactions, which take on an entirely different meaning in my opinion. And I would think, quite honestly, the business-to-business sales could be resolved. We could move forward in legislation much quicker because we already have an international law of contracts in theory, although that's technically not correct. We also have the New York Convention. And so I think those two things could move forward much quicker if we eliminated business-to-business out of this. So just speaking about the consumers, you're talking about low value. The reality of the situation is you're probably not going to get eBay, you're probably not going to get these type of vendors involved because they already have systems set up. So this is an attempt to allow access to justice in cross-border situations where you're not using PayPal, eBay, Amazon, the systems that already have this type of situation set up. And by creating this law, the hope is that everything from mobile payments, which is going to become much more prevalent in the developing world, to even basic online transactions of small value will all be covered by this in theory. Reality of the situation is, eBay reports huge numbers in the use of this. Japan has come in and said that they've had a reasonable success in the use of this type of dispute resolution mechanism. And the United States, of course, has eBay and all those things in it. So it's certainly a market that's there for developing, without a doubt.